Well, we're off to a fantastic start. I already forgot to unmute myself. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to the cafe. As usual, I am your hostess, Barista. Not just my name, it is also my title. Feel free to place your order. I will do what I can. I'm pretty good at fulfilling those. For the time being, settle in, get comfy. The cafe is nothing but chill vibes and good times, with a little bit of chaos thrown in there. So there's a reason there's no game yet. Because, like, as soon as you open it, it has a little bit of exposition on it. So I was gonna first open up, say hey, hi, how you doing? I hope everybody had a good weekend. If it was in fact your weekend, obviously not everybody's schedule is the same. But if it was your weekend, I hope it was a good one and your week is off to a good start. If this is your weekend, congratulations, you made it through the week. And if it's the middle of the week, well, you're almost there. But today, we're gonna be learning how to speak the English language. A very important skill for when you're trying to play a visual novel, I think. Just a little bit, I think. But yes, you've made your suggestions. And people are like, I want a different kind of drink at the cafe. I want something, you know, I want a hard drink. I don't want a soft drink. I want something with alcohol, something with liquor. Glitch City, 2070X AD. A city that shouldn't exist. A tax haven where corporations and criminal empires reign supreme. In this place, all human life has been infected with nanomachines to keep them in check. Over them stand the White Knights to ensure that— oh god, I can't read that fast enough. I gotta read faster! Here, brutality in all its forms is an everyday reality. The quality of life for the non-powerful decreases at an alarming rate. For many, this can be overwhelming. Some devote themselves to their jobs, their families, or even their studies. Some look for ways to escape this place, and others just give up. But for many of them, the answer lies at the bottom of a glass. Fucking Hulk Hogan over there on the magazine cover. On a small road just seconds away from the main street, somewhere near the slums, you can find the Hall A of the BTC certified bar coded VA-11. But that's a mouthful, so we just call it Valhalla. A small oasis in the middle of the concrete desert, a fountain of spirits waiting for tired lost souls. I don't know why I said lost souls, but it might as well be. And it's here where this story unfolds. So if you saw either of my posts, either on Blue Sky or on oh, excuse me, got the hiccups again. Either on Blue Sky or on Twitter, this might look familiar to you. This is the title screen. And hopefully the VOD for this doesn't get muted because I'm not talking enough, but the music in this game is fucking phenomenal. Like, there are technically 3 different albums that you can find on places like Spotify. There's the prologue, there's the main one, and then there's like bonus tracks, which were done by other various internet musicians that you might have heard of, like singer Adriana Figueroa, guitarist Family Jewels. I'm pretty sure Insane in the Rain Music did an arrangement of one of the songs. Either way, whether or not you're into the story, the music is fucking phenomenal, and it's all instrumental. Well, it's mostly all instrumental stuff, so it's not like listening to the music gives away any of the story. I don't even think it gives any character names or anything like that. I think one of them does, but it's not like a super spoiler. But anyway, so here's the main screen, the main title screen. Click to start. I start a new game, load, futz about with the settings. Oh god, I didn't even do anything. I just waited on the screen for too long. The game said, oh, you want to see the opening cinematic thing again? Sure. But, Valhalla is very similar to Coffee Talk in that we are a drink maker of a place, and people come through and we learn about them. Over them stand the White Knights who ensure that a corrupt government's laws are obeyed. That was what I missed. But, so if we hit this plus button over here, we get the prologue. So rather than start, like, wherever the new game starts us, which I don't think actually starts us with the prologue. There's 3 days of prologue, Anna, which is a demo, and then I think that's when it launches into the game itself. So, like, all this stuff happens, all this plot happens in an orderly manner, like the prologue, and then the Anna demo, and then it launches into the game itself. So, we might as well start by actually hitting day 1 of the prologue. Friday, December 9th. Now, this looks similar, yet different, as you can already tell. So, instead of... I mean, it would help if I wasn't right in the way of everything. Wrong button. Someday I'll learn how to control V-Neon properly. Today's not that day. There we go. Alright. One day I'll actually click the correct window to get into where I want. Yeah, so we've got... This is our bar area. This is where the customers are going to come and be in front of us. You know, as they come through and talk to us about things, place their orders, whatever. Down here we can mess with the settings, reload, exit the game. So instead of having, like, the whole bar open with the guests and the patrons and whatever, it's all one window, as it is. So, like, we'll only have 1 or 2 people, I think, over here in front of us at a time. And then the drink ingredients thing is already right here. And there's some stuff we can interact with over here. I think if we click on the TV, we can change the channel. I'd buy that for $1. Cup noodle for $60. Jesus Christ. Some girl with bubbles. No signal. Oh, wrestling. Hassie 0. Or we just turn the TV off. Cool! Surveillance state. Something about a white rabbit or something. Maybe it's a hacker group. Because we're in a cyberpunk future, so maybe they're all about hackers. You know, I meant to say this and then I clicked by it. I don't know if it's just because if he's like bald and has a swoop or whatever. He vaguely makes me think of Shoto Todoroki from My Hero Academia. I say as the thing is covering his face. Just a little bit though. Yeah, let's put on wrestling. That seems appropriate for a bar. This poor... This is me when I'm playing Balatro and I don't get the luchador card when I really need it. It's like, why aren't you here? But yeah, so it looks like we actually have a name this time rather than just being barista. We're called Jill, apparently. I don't know why I'm saying apparently. I've played this before. Full transparency, I've played this before. I love this. This is fun. which is why I get to sit here and rant and rave about how much fun I find it, how much I like the music, and all this, that, and the other thing. And I don't remember how much of the songs are available on the jukebox, like, once we really get into it. But, later on we will be able to futz about with that. But I think for now it's just gonna play whatever. Oh my god, the music is so good! Like, I'm not even kidding. Sometimes I will just listen to the music for the sake of listening to the music. I just love it. So yeah, apparently we're called Jill. I assume we're that person who was on the title screen and in the little info thing who was walking to the bar. Since I assume she's us, we'll just give her my voice. So I assume we'll probably be talking as her a decent amount. Good evening. Dana. This game being a more mature version of Coffee Talk in terms of the drinks. Anyway, I made another Coffee Talk drink. Ooh, which one did you make this time? I've been meaning to ask you if you've made any more, but I just keep forgetting. But yeah, I remember you saying you'd done some of them before. Which one did you make this time? If you don't mind sharing. So she looks... I don't know. I don't want to piss her off. I feel like she could beat me up. I feel like she has that kind of rough and tumble kind of voice that vaguely sounds like, I'm probably gonna end up making her sound like Lucas from Coffee Talk, too. But I just think that's the kind of voice that suits her, rather than anything soft and feminine. Maybe not as bad as, like, Myrtle's voice, but, like... the Choco Bee Miruki, the chocolate, honey, and milk. Ooh, yes! That sounds delicious. I hope it was good. Well, at least one of my employees showed up. Huh? What about Gil? Jill? Gil? I'm going with the like it's GIF, because it's, you know, Gil. Maybe it's like Gillian. We tried to do some art on the top. Came out okay. Looks-wise, taste-wise, it was amazing. Well, there you go. That's what's important. He mumbled something about holes and pests and asked for a couple days off. Business as usual, then. Not quite. How so? I mean us, not Gil. Business will be a tad different through the weekend. We got booked. That's a new one. Who made the booking? The Safar Toy Company. They make toys for dogs. Okay, cool. Good for them. Why they would want to rent out a freaking shady bar in the corner of bum heck nowhere in the city. I don't know, maybe we were cheap and affordable. Okay, I'm just looking for something. I put my drink on the floor and I forgot where I put it. It's their anniversary or something like that. Oh, okay, cool. We usually don't reserve the bar. Why do it this time? Clients are adorable. Okay. Whatever that means. Excuse me? You'll see. Anything special I should know? They'll give you a ticket to trade in for any drink they want. Just do your usual thing. Fair enough. Now why is the drink on the floor? The floor can't enjoy the drink. Fuck if I know, man. Yeah, so I accidentally hit the scroll wheel, so I can go back and look at everything. In case I need to double check something that somebody said. I'll be in my office. Call if you need me. Sure. Well then. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so we have 12 pages of songs. Some of them that we're gonna unlock through the story, I think. We've already hit the end of the page. And we get to select 12 songs that we put in there. I'm a fan of starting with Welcome to Valhalla every time. And then, frankly, I think the order just goes pretty well. Thanks. Okay, yeah. And realistically, even if we wanted to, we could just sit here and, like, pick the same song for all 12 slots. And I'm not complaining about that, because, like I said, I think all the music's fucking phenomenal. But, I don't imagine that would be very enjoyable after a while. And if we listen to just the same song the whole time, then we're not going to hear all the rest of the cool music. So... time to mix drinks and change lives. It's a dog. It's a heck dang pupperino. Also, let me know if the game is too loud or too quiet or anything. As much as we love the music, by we I mean me, as much as I love the music, I don't necessarily want it to drown everything out. So if it's too loud, please let me know. And we will adjust accordingly. Anyway, this is a dog. Depends on the song and the people listening. If it's a room full of autistic people and they all like the same song, you'd be surprised. I know this because it's happened before, in a way. Oh yeah, no, I completely get that. Like, I'm not sure if I am or not, which is why I could probably sit here and listen to this, the whole fucking thing, without a problem. But, like I said, the music's all really good, so we can jam out to it. And, like, we can sit here and pause the music. I don't know if that loops a single song or just the play or the whole playlist. We can shuffle, skip, go back. Like, if we don't want music, we can just leave it quiet, but that sucks. We can have the scan lines on, but I'm not a fan of that personally. Anyway, it's a dog. Name is Lord Pumpelrump. Looks like a corgi. Says, excuse me, I'll have a grizzly temple. Huh? Hello? A dog. A talking dog. Are you with the Safar Toy Company? Yeah, did I arrive too early? No. Clients are adorable. Son of a bitch! Literally! I mean, I'm assuming son of a bitch because his name's Lord Pumpelrump. Anyway, the Grizzly Temple, right? Coming right up. Okay, so we have a whole menu. We can search by name alphabetically, by the overall flavor that people want, type, and then bottled drinks. Which it looks like we've only got the one of. Fedora, with perfume and a plum. Every drink here is priced at $500. Well, that'll be good to keep in mind for later, I guess. But this dog has told us exactly what he wants. He wants a grizzly temple. Is 3 Adelhyde, 3 Bronson extract, 3 powdered delta, and 1 cometrine, all blended. Okay, now see, I'm doing this sort of out of order, but also in order. Like, timeline-wise, this is the first thing that happens, but theoretically you're supposed to just start a new game, and then you'll get the tutorial on how to do all of this. Like, how to make the drinks a certain way and things like that. I already know this. So for example, I think it says it's not controller compatible, even though I have it on the Switch and it works just fine with that controller. Whatever. So, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1. Now, if we wanted to, this is a drink that we can make big. And making it big would just include doubling all of the ingredients. The only thing that you can't do that with, the carbotrene is basically the alcoholic element of it. Like, the carbotrene is just the alcohol, basically. And it does not contribute to the size of a drink. The only thing it contributes is how fucking sloshed you want to get your customers. And if you make a drink with more carbotrene in it, I think it's more expensive. But I honestly don't remember. Now, to blend, what you do is you hit mix, you let it go for a little bit. See, now that it's shaking like that, it blended. Now, I couldn't remember if it needed ice to be blended, but apparently it doesn't. Because it came out right. It says Grizzly Temple, which is what he ordered. So we get to serve it! Apparently I did it wrong. Because I got an achievement. It says, I know what I said. Sometimes a wrong drink can be the right thing. What does that mean? Here you go. Thanks. I mean, he's a dog. Maybe he doesn't know the difference. This is gonna be a long weekend, isn't it? Fucking dogs. I know I said I've played this before, but it will never cease to tickle my humor that we're serving dogs. We're at a bar. We're serving alcohol to dogs. This one's name is Ariel Wienerton. Also looks like a corgi. I think they're all corgis. Hey, is the Bronson extract here produced using organic fruits? I don't know that information. Anyone I can talk to about that? Here? Right now? No. But you should have that information on hand. Every BTC certified bar is no different from a fast food chain. We get the same supplies as everyone else. Ask BTC officials if you want to know. But you should, but we don't. But saying that we should over and over is not going to change reality. I love Jill. I love Jill so fucking much. Like, she's just not fucking having it. She's not taking this shit from this fucking dog. Also, that emote that you keep using there, Nova, I'm sure... Is that the chick from Arcane? That looks like the chick from Arcane. But, like, from a distance, like, when it's real small like that, just the way the hair looks, it's the same color as Jill's. So it kind of looks like Jill, and I'm like, wow! I was like, wow, they made an emote of Jill from Valhalla! And I finally just clicked on it, and it's like, oh, no, that's that one chick from Arcane. The one that they always ship with the Vi. I'm pretty sure it's canonical. I don't know, I've never watched it. Well, the most I know about Arcane and the ships and stuff is this one couple that I follow on Twitter. Claire Max and her girlfriend, wife, I'm not sure their quote-unquote official status. They refer to each other as wife all the time, so I'm just gonna assume they're both wives. They cosplay basically IRL Caitlyn and Vi. Like, at least from what I've seen. Like, I see pictures from the show, and then I see pictures of them, and I'm like, you're telling me this isn't them? You're telling me this isn't just them? I don't know. Anyway, long story short, I always thought that emote there, the Caitlyn one, I always thought it was supposed to be Jill from Valhalla until, like, just now when I clicked on it. Anyway. Give me something with lots of Bronson extract, then. Okay. Now, I think each of the ingredients has a certain flavor. Listen. We're gonna see Jill at some point, because I know we see her face, like, multiple times in this game. When you see her, you tell me that at least at a quick glance, like from far away, that they don't look at least somewhat similar. Anyway, I think each flavor has its own... Like, each ingredient has its own flavor profile. Like, I think the sweet has lots of Adelhyde. I don't remember. I hate that it always defaults to the alphabetical one, no matter how you search it. Like, if you search by type, like, say, let's... Well, that's a bad example. Let's go back to the Grizzly Temple. It's gonna automatically go to the next one in the alphabet one, as opposed to... Ah, fuck, which one did I have? Yeah, so say I selected the Gut Punch, and I wanted to go to the next one, think it's the Pile Driver. It's not. It just goes alphabetically, which is a little annoying. So we just basically have to go through each of these drinks and try and figure out which one has the most Bronson extract. I think the one with the most is like somewhere between 4 and 6. So it's not a bad touch. Definitely not a beer. Definitely not that. Yeah, because see, this one has a 6 Adelhyde in it, and the first classification for it is sweet. That's why I'm pretty sure the Adelhyde is sweet. I think the Bronson extract might be bitter. Now listen, if you want to get one of your customers just absolutely sloshed, which you may want to do at some point because, you know, depending on how drunk you get your customers, different plot points will be revealed, or like different characters will react differently. Because, you know, they're either drunk or not drunk. If you want to get somebody absolutely sloshed, you give them this. It's a Fringe Weaver. It's got 1 Adelhyde and 9 Karmatrine. And you can double it. So it's literally 2 Adelhyde and fucking 18 Karmatrine. It's like drinking ethylic alcohol with a spoonful of sugar. So, yeah. Anyway, frothy water. Yeah. There are, if I remember correctly, there's at least one time where somebody orders a big one and it's like, okay. Frothy water. PG rated show's favorite beer ersatz since 2040. So it's probably, yeah, this is just beer but without the alcohol by the looks of it. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting more into it. Grizzly Temple, which we already just made. You know, I think I fucked it up because I think blending it also includes ice. I think that's where I fucked up. This is supposed to be like an iced blended drink. And don't mind me just bobbing in the corner every now and then. The music! It's so good! Which is why I'll be so sad if the VOD gets muted. Because I don't know if it will. If it does, you know what that means? That just means you gotta show up when this shit goes down so you can really bebop to the music. Or, I mean, I guess you could go and, like, pull up a playlist, like, on Spotify, look up all the songs that I picked and play them and just have it go like that. But that's a lot of work. I don't imagine people would want to do that. Anyway, Gut Punch. 5 Bronson extract. 1 Flannerguide, and optional Karmatrine. Now we have some that are optional, which means you could put none in, or you can basically fill the gap. So this one has 5, and I think that might be it. Oh no, we got a Mars Blast, which has 6. Mars Blast, One of these is enough to leave your face red like the planet. Now see, this isn't one that we can make big because it's already big based on the number of ingredients in it. Like there's 13 ingredients in it. But I think the Mars Blast is what we're gonna need. Yeah, because the Mars Blast has 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 powdered delta. I'm pretty sure Fangamer or somebody, it must have been Fangamer, made like an official drink book of like the different cocktails from this. Oh. So apparently I was wrong. Apparently blending it, you just need to do the thing. You don't need ice. Oops. This is why you shouldn't rant and rave about how much you love the music when you're trying to make a drink. Don't talk and mix, kids. I think that's the lesson. There we go. Mars Blast. Serve it! Here. What the hell is this? Your order. This is what Bronson extract tastes like? I mean, I could just given you a cup of Bronson extract. Is that what you wanted? I don't think the game would have let me get away with it, but I could have tried. Sorta, yeah. Well, fuck that noise. It's not worth the effort. Bro, I just got cursed out by a fucking dog. Just got swore at by a fucking corgi. In what looks like a fucking tuxedo. Like, goddamn. No, it's not. Oh, finally, someone humanoid. Looks like a little dapper fellow. He's got a little vest, a little tie. He's got like the little arm, not cuffs, but like the little arm belts to hold his shirt up. Excuse me. Thank God, a person. Well, he kind of looks like a robot, kinda. He's got like this like neck plate thing going on. Is he gonna get the fucking Neil voice from the first Coffee Talk? Maybe. We'll pitch it down a little bit. So it's gonna be like, well, as much of a person as the designated driver can be. What I mean is, why are there so many dogs? Why dogs? Why? Well, the Corgis created the Safe R Toy Company, and they've been doing a great job, so... From what I remember, the kind of, life form that he is, one of their goals is not necessarily, like, full assimilation, but at least sentience and independence. So, maybe he doesn't sound super robotic, but he still has a little bit of that inflection. That's what I'm gonna go with. A company run exclusively by dogs. Really. And a good one at that. Our only problem is that they have a not-so-discreet preference for hiring corgis exclusively. The dogs are racist. The dogs are racist. Barista jump scare. The dogs are racist. Bro is sitting here telling me the dogs are racist. I don't... You know what? You know, there's only... Of all the things that I thought I was getting into today, this wasn't one of them. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Oh, God. Now, you may think I'm playing this up because I have admitted that I have played this before. But no matter how many times you play something beforehand, you can't get over racist dogs. BRB, just exclusively naming the VOD racist dogs. Thanks, Nova. I appreciate it. Okay. Moving past racist dogs. I'm not as small as I was before. I need to. There we go. That's more like it. Yeah. We do be in the corner, though. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight. Serving racist corgis. God, what has my life become? A series of fully expected events. Let's take a sip of our coffee and get on with it. Why? Something about being more comfortable around their own kind. Are you with them? Well, I do prefer corgis, but... No, I mean, are you working with them? Yeah, well, I'm only here because the law requires at least one humanoid on the payroll. Does the law really cover such scenarios? Fucking apparently. That's why this guy's here. Maybe they need somebody with thumbs to remove the staples when they need to. There we go. There we go. Why take a job like this? Because it means I'm surrounded by corgis all day long. Designated driver woes aside, it's the closest thing to heaven. Working for racist dogs? Okay. Although, to be fair, I'm not much of a drinker anyway. I see. Well, to each their own. Are you gonna drink anything? Do you have anything non-alcoholic? Oh yeah, I could whip something up for you. Let's see what I can fetch you. Did you intend to make a pun? A pun? Never mind. He wants something non-alcoholic. So basically something without Comatrine or with optional Comatrine. Bleeding Jane. Say the name of this drink 3 times in front of a mirror and you'll look like a fool. There's no Comatrine in that, but I don't think he'd like that. Blue Fairy, 4 Adelheid, 1 Flannerguide, and optional Comatrine, all aged and mixed. One of these will make all your teeth turn blue. Hope you brush them well. There's also a Crevice Spike. Will knock the drunkenness out of you or knock you out cold. Ooh, no thanks. A Fluffy Dream is 3 Adelheid, 3 Powdered Delta, and optional Comatrine. Aged and mixed. Whoops. A couple of these will make your tongue feel velvety. More of them, and you'll be sleeping soundly. Sour, girly, and soft. I mean, we could also give him the frothy water. Because that's just beer without Comatrine. Gut punch, bitter, manly, and strong. It's supposed to be punch made of innards, but the name actually describes what you feel while drinking it. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to do that to him. I don't want to give him the tummy hurt. Sparkle Star, 2 Adelheid, 1 Powdered Delta, and optional Comatrine, all aged and mixed. They used to actually sparkle, but too many complaints about skin problems made them redesign the drink without the sparkling. Sugar Rush, 2 Adelheid, 1 Powdered Delta, optional Comatrine, all mixed. Sweet, light, and fruity, as girly as it gets. Sunshine Cloud, 2 Adelheid, 2 Bronson. With optional Karmatrine on the rocks and blended. Oh yeah, so blending it, you just let it fucking go. Tastes like old chocolate milk with its good smell intact. Some say it tastes like caramel, too. That Sparkle Star sounded pretty good. Let's give him that. 2 Adelheid, 1 Powdered Delta, aged and mixed. There we go. No Karmatrine, so there's no alcoholic element. Let's serve it. Here. Thanks. You sure this isn't alcoholic? Pretty sure. Okay. Listen, I need to know. Is it really going to be only corgis today? Is that all I'm gonna do all night? Serve the same kind of dog over and over? The vast majority of them are Pembroke Welsh corgis. There are a couple of Cardigan Welsh corgis, but the relationship between the two breeds is a tad difficult, so the Cardigans weren't invited. So, yeah, I guess you'll be serving the same kind of dogs all night. No, I mean, isn't there some other human I might talk to today? There's a woman on staff, but she couldn't come today. Oh boy. Is that a problem somehow? It's not really a problem. We've survived worse than this. Like that time when an AA meeting came in here asking for non-alcoholic stuff only. But just think about the fact that I'm serving drinks to dogs. That at some point, all the choices in my life led to me serving drinks to a group of talking dogs. It's one of those moments that makes you want to stop and rethink where your life is going. Do you perhaps not like this job? I do. I love every second of this job. But dogs! It's like a fashion designer suddenly realizing he's been designing edible underwear. I still don't see what your problem is with the dogs, but I'm not going to force the subject. Well, I'm going to try entertaining myself for a bit. The stuff for playing pool is underneath the table. There are also darts in the box next to the jukebox. Great, thanks for the information. Call if you need any more. Call if you need another drink. Sure. Lady Banner. I'm feeling happy, so I'll get everyone around. Actually, it's a free bar. I won't let you spoil my mood. I want a fringe weaver. Coming right up. This dog wants a fringe weaver. Isn't that the one that's... Oh god! Let's get this dog beyond turnt. You have to draw a line in the sand somewhere. You have to look inside yourself and ask yourself, what am I willing to put up with today? Not fucking this! Yeah, that's... Jill's channeling her inner Erin Hansen right now. That's exactly what's happening. Yeah, so you know what? We're gonna take it out on this poor dog. We're gonna get them absolutely sloshed. Maybe I should have just started with the Karmatrine and waited until I got 2 of them. Until I had 2 slots left. All aged and mixed. Fringe Weaver. Let's get this dog fucking beyond turned. Serve it. Here you go. Still an awesome day. I hope so. I knew this was coming, but every time I forget this dog's fucking name. Got a fucking dog named Dragonfucker screaming at us saying, yo, what's an alpha male gotta do to get some service? You seeing this shit, Squidward's house? My sentiments exactly, Nova. My sentiments exactly. Actually, my sentiments are more like, there we go. That's my sentiments. Despite, again, full well knowing that this was happening. It never fails to take me out at the fucking knees. What may I serve you? Beer, and quickly! Alright. Coming right up. This dog wants a beer! Fuck. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a drink we can make big because we can double the ingredients in it. All mixed. Now when you mix it, you don't even have to do it for very long. You could literally just click it off. Serve it! Here you are! Damn, you're a slow piece of shit. Bruh! The irony in all this is that IRL dogs can't have alcohol, especially with how much that last dog had. I'm pretty sure it would kill them IRL. Well, the thing of it is also, even though we're only maybe 70 years into the future right now, no, not even, we're like 50 years in the future, it's confirmed, or it's been confirmed through like supplemental stuff, or I think it gets talked about in game, that like even the alcohol and stuff isn't actually alcohol. Like it's all just like fake chemical-y type stuff. Like it's not actual alcohol. Like all of it's just artificial as shit. That's why when the description for the beer says something like that's pretty close to what beer tastes like, but without actually being beer. Because these are all just different kinds of chemicals and stuff. I guess not actual alcohol, more or less. Like it's the element of it, but it's not. If that makes sense. Okay, I don't know if that makes it better or worse, but at least the doggos aren't gonna die. Well, if they do, maybe the other person who's on their payroll or whatever, maybe she's their vet or something, and she'll come to us tomorrow and be like, "Why the fuck did you kill one of the dogs?" I'll be like, maybe you shouldn't have ordered the most alcoholic drink on the fucking menu. Anyway, I'm getting cursed out by fucking dogs. Hey, boss! What was the opposite of deja vu again? Jamais vu! Which is true. Deja vu means already seen, whereas jamais vu means never seen. Yeah, that. Are you having a premonition? Something like that. That dog felt uncannily familiar. Are you bored? Not really. I was playing with the darts a bit ago. I thought about playing pool, but all the other clients are thumb challenged. Yeah, that's literally why they have you. Sorry if this sounds rude, but why was the dart box so dusty? I forgot to dust it. Because even though Dana's our boss, and she is quite attractive and everything, and Jill very much has a crush on her, which we will hear more about, we actually run this place. You're the first person in the year or so I've been here that has actually played with the darts. I think even my boss forgot they existed. By the way, how are the dogs as clients? Well, one of them just swore at me a lot. Called me a slow piece of shit because I didn't, like, have a beer fucking at the ready to yeet at him. Oh shit, alcoholic bar lesbians. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, I'm sure we'll get there at some point, but Jill, the character we're playing as, she's confirmed to be bisexual. I don't know about Dana. So who knows? Like, excuse me, Jill, like the coffee talk barista, doesn't quote-unquote get involved with the with the customers and stuff. Like, she doesn't have any... Like, yeah, she has friendships and stuff with them, but there's no, like, secret ending where you run off with, like, this guy or something. Yes, alcoholic bar, queer women. We have that. We've had worse. Have you had someone come in and gnaw chairs to pieces? Yes. She was testing out her new mechanical teeth. She got banned from entering any BTC bar after that. With anecdotes like those, you'd think serving dogs would feel totally normal. You'd be wrong, because even then we were talking about humans. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've served a dog or two in my time, but they usually come in with someone. And they never talk. Now that I think about it, are these drinks bad for the dogs? Now you worry about that? But no, they aren't. Only cappuccino monkeys are at risk if they drink those chemicals. Anyway, you want anything to drink? Surprise me, but keep it non-alcoholic. Sure, a non-alcoholic surprise. Whatever that means. We gave him the Sparkle Star last time. It was nice and sweet. Give him a gut punch. Fuck his shit up. Oh, that reminds me, I was gonna look that up. Yeah, here it is. The description for beer. Traditionally brewed beer has become a luxury, but this one's pretty close to the real deal. So, actual beer is basically just for rich people at this point. But through the power of the gastronomical sciences, I can smack the shit out of my microphone. We can replicate it. Yeah, you know what? Let's just give him a frothy water. Looks like beer, but it's not. Serve it. Here you go. Thank you. This might sound weird to ask, but they talk through their collars, right? Yes, give me the science of how a dog is able to fucking curse me out. The playlist has looped. I can tell because this is Welcome to Valhalla again. See? I think if we hit the repeat, it'll probably repeat the song. That's right. How do they work? It's not too hard, really. They're just translators. They read the dog's brains and turn their thoughts into words. Oh, so you're telling me that dog is just a fucking piece of shit. Okay. Do keep in mind that today's dog breeds have more cognitive capacity than their ancestors. So you're saying the dogs of our day are fucking dumb as shit? Damn. Don't worry, I won't tell them. If you put the translators on dogs from a decade ago, it wouldn't work like they do now. Yeah, I read something about that once. Another question. Why do they wear those small tuxedos? It's good for PR. You don't say. Well, it'll be a bit before we go for the day. Any other questions? Yes. Why the fuck do these dogs want to get drunk? Jill over here asking the real questions. Maybe we'll have an answer. They see humans do it and they think it might be fun. Just like teens then. Now, if you'll excuse me. Satan's helper. What can I serve you? Moon! This dog reminds me of one of the dogs from the Golden Ratio 4. Well, there's more than 4 of them now. But, it's this couple. I think they're based out of, like, Florida. They live in the Florida Keys. And they foster dogs. Oh, look. Specifically, they tend to foster, golden retrievers. There have been a couple that they fostered and adopted and stuff that haven't been golden retrievers. But for the most part, they have. And one of them... Hang on, I'm stretching. One of them, who passed away, like, last year, I think, she was part of the original Golden Ratio squad. Whenever she would howl, the commentary was that she is the moon. Venk is the moon, because her name was Venkman after the guy from Ghostbusters. So whenever she'd, like, woo, howl like that, they'd say, she's the moon! That's what Satan's Helper is making me think of right now. And there's that hydrate. We are good to go. Excuse me? Moon! A moon blast? Moon! A big moon blast. Moon! Alright then. This dog wants a big moon blast. And this is a drink that we can make big because, like I said, if it has more than 10, you can't make it big because it already counts as being big. But, this one... So we just double everything. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No Bronson. We got 2 powdered Delta. 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. On the rocks and blended. And lots of times, the big drinks will also, they'll usually add right up. Like, they will have, like, 10 ingredients, so they'll hit the max of 20 when you make a big one. That's not always the case, but that's how it usually works out. I could be misremembering, though. It's been a while since I played this. Exactly, Nova! Moon! I feel like we might have to incorporate that into the raid message tonight. Somehow or other. Okay, we made him a big moon blast, so let's serve it here. Moon! You know what? This guy's so fucking excited about the moon. It's moon! Now, you know what? He's so excited about the moon, I'm gonna go check it out. I'll be right back. Wasn't that exciting, but you know what? Good for him. Was that a good moon or a bad moon? There's a bad moon for that dog. Don't blame him. The moon is a girl and a lesbian. I'm right there with him. My girlfriend turned into the moon. That's rough, buddy. Yeah, that's why I'm like, you know what? I'm good. It was nice to admire, but a Revis K Pike say, please pay. A crevice spike? Sure. Uye, understand way ime? I was a kid too. This dog wants a crevice spike. This dog's speaking pig Latin. Why doesn't he speak dog Latin? I mean, I don't know if I would understand dog Latin. What would dog Latin even sound like? Everything just gets replaced with R's. You talk like Scooby-Doo. That's dog Latin. Every time I think of the moon being a girl, I just think of Moonlight Cookie from Cookie Run Kingdom, and then I think of Sea Fairy Cookie, and then I think, K! Lots of times whenever I think of the moon, lately, for obvious reasons, the first thing I think of is Selene, the Titaness of the Moon from Hades 2. I think of her. Think of, the girl from Avatar: The Last Airbender. What was her name? Yue? I think her name was Yue. I think of her. And then I also think of, it was either the second or third Xenon movie. The Disney Channel original movie. They were going to colonize the moon. But I forget if she was like the spirit of the moon or the goddess of the moon or whatever. She was fucking pissed, and she basically kicked them all off and was like, no, fuck off. I think she must have been like some personification of a goddess of the moon or something. Because I remember at the end they were like, yeah, let's go to Mars. Let's go colonize Mars. And somebody was like, bro, you do remember that Mars is the god of war, right? I think about that a lot, too. We are going to steal the moon! Yeah, him too. Anyway, this heckin' dog wants a crevice spike, and I'm just sitting here talking about the moon. So here's a question. We can make this drink, big. Do we want to make it big and just absolutely get this dog sloshed? Vote now on your phones. Man, I can't even remember the last time I watched Despicable Me. First movie was great. I really liked it. I think I remember the second one being okay. I don't think I saw the third one. I had a coworker at my old job who was very Minion obsessed. Like, every new movie he would go see in the theaters. And mind you, this is not... I could make that a poll if I wanted to. I keep forgetting that is a thing I can actually do. Let's do that. There we go. There we go. The poll is now running. Check it at the top of the chat. Do we get the dog drunk AF? Yes or no? You only get to vote once. The poll is running for 2 minutes. Mostly because I don't know how many people are here and will actually want to vote on whether or not we're getting the dog drunk. I have a feeling I know whether or not we're gonna get the dog drunk. Call it a hunch. Call it a barista's intuition. But I feel like we're probably gonna get the dog drunk. So if that's the case, what we're gonna do is we'll put in the rest of the ingredients, because we have it the right size for a regular one right now. We'll double the ingredients, and then we'll just fill the rest of it with the Carmatrine. Get this dog beyond turnt. You know how they have, like, that Beyond Meat? Or whatever? Like, not the Impossible Meat. I'm sure there's something beyond. Like, Beyond Chicken or Chicken Beyond or something like that. It's something like that. That's what I'm thinking. I had a thought, and, I completely forgot what it was. I got completely derailed. I think that's what it was called before they started calling it Impossible Meat. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, while we wait for the poll to finish up, I'm going to read you a little anecdote from a local restaurant. Oh, well, we're getting the dog drunk as fuck, but I'm gonna read this anyway. there's a local restaurant, and right now it's closed for like a week because the owners and the people who run it are, you know, they're humans. They have lives and things like that. So they've got a sign up and everything. And a guy posted on Facebook about it. He was like, I went there today. I got their special called closed with a side of nothing. I will definitely be returning. With a drooling emoji. And he took a picture of just an empty box of theirs. Along with the sign that said they were closed. It was all meant in good fun. Because, like, that place, it's... like, we've got only, like, one mall around here, and it's not very lively. Like, to the point of... there are 3 places to eat in the food court, and that's one of them. The other one seems like it's always closed, and from what I've heard, the guy who runs it's a pretty skeezy kind of guy anyway. But I digress. And the other one is, like, one of those, generic quote-unquote Italian places. It's a Sbarro. It's a fucking Sbarro. I mean, I love me a good fucking Sbarro, stromboli every now and then. That was the first place I ever had one. But anyway, 9 times out of 10, whenever you go in the mall, when you go through the food court, the line for that restaurant is just wrapped all the way out. Because that's like the only good place that there is in the mall to eat. And, like, good for them. They've been in business for basically since the mall's been open, or at least as long as I've been alive, I think. I don't know. It was funny. And it was all in good fun. Anyway, so we made the drink. Dogs can get drunk as shit. Serve it! Underappreciated drink. There's a drink nobody asks for. That was the achievement I just got. The fuck does that mean? Okay, then. Like I said, I've played this before, but I've only played it on Switch, and Switch doesn't fucking have achievements. I don't even think it has in-game achievements. Yeah, the settings here just has full screen, windowed, or scan lines, and volume settings. Anyway. Earhay. Also, I never read that dog's name. His name's Pesky Furball. Hank, stay. Okay, yeah, that was the only one I hadn't really actually read out. Alright, one more drink before we wrap things up. What do you want? I'm not picky. Give me anything. Of course. Anything, he said. You know what? Now that I remember that it exists, we're gonna use the heck out of the fucking... What? That would help if I could type. Sweet. Bitter. Sour. Think. That's... We're only gonna let this one go for like a minute. Basically just one of the three primary flavors that I'm pretty sure there's an alcohol-free one of. I know the Sugar Rush. We already gave him the Sparkle Star. I think, yeah, Gut Punch is optional. Yeah, Fluffy Dream. So we've got at least one of each of the ones I listed that's, that we can give to him. I love how we've been, like, serving this guy drinks and stuff, but, We haven't even bothered to ask, like, his name or anything. Like, we know he works for/with the dog, but, like, do we have any idea what he actually does other than he's a guy and he works there? No. Okay. So, Sour was what got chosen, so we will make him... Oh, perfect. We're already on it. The Fluffy Dream. 3 Adelhyde, 3 Powdered Delta. We'll make it regular size. I don't know if robots have to pee, but I don't want to make him have to, like, piss himself as he's driving. Fluffy Dream. Serve it. Here you are. Thanks. So, what exactly do you do? Sorry if it's rude to ask. God damn it! No! I'm back in the protagonists are back in my head! I guess I am what people call an office boy. You can tell it's very official because it's capitalized. Office boy. My duties usually involve looking for things, answering a few calls, that sort of stuff. But this being a dog-run company, there are a lot more responsibilities. Like getting stuff off of shelves and opening windows. Surprised they haven't, like, made an accommodation for that. At least they pay well. I see. And how did you end up in that position? Where did you get that offer? My neighbor is the owner of one of the dogs. He told me they needed, quote, thumbs, end quote. Figures. They are celebrating the company's anniversary, right? Yeah, 5 years ago, 3 corgis became dissatisfied with the quality of existing dog toys. So they founded this company. They got the money from their owners, if I remember correctly. Well, yeah, where the fuck else would they get it? I can see that happening somehow. The STC is the second biggest dog toy company in the world. Fun fact, they started as Safar Toy Development. Ain't that unfortunate? Hello? The bar's favorite sweetheart has arrived! Why are you quiet? I'm waiting for the audience's cheers to stop. This isn't a sitcom. Ah, honey, how innocent. Excuse me, you are? I'm the lovely Dorothy Hayes, at your Wait! You're a Lilim, not at your service then. Dorothy Hayes like the fucking girl from Lolita? Huh? Me too, dude. Huh? Don't be rude to other clients. She's kind of a regular here. Kind of. I've been coming here religiously for the past 3 months now. 3 months. I come here to see your charming face and you say I'm just kind of a regular. For shame, honey. For shame. Sorry. I guess. Nothing a free drink won't solve. Won't do? Huh? You playing hard to get? No. Even if I wanted to give you a drink, we're booked for the whole weekend. Don't you think you should at least put a sign out front or something? Hey, I only found out myself just a few minutes ago. She can have one of my tickets if you're okay with it. I see no problem. Oh, you're so sweet. If you were at least 40% organic, I would give you a discount. Girl, don't make that face at me. I'm sorry? Am I hallucinating? No, I was not hallucinating. In her eyes, there are little hearts that, like, bounce up and down real quick. Like, just for, like, a split second. Girl, stop making that face at me. Discount? You don't need to know. So, who booked you? This guy? The Safar Toy Company. What do they do? They create dog toys. Oh, lovely. It's also run by dogs. Oh, don't joke like that. Think I'd kid about something like that? You mean that if I turn around, I'd see dogs? Yeah, didn't you see them when you came in? I just entered without looking anywhere else but the bar. You look troubled. I'm not too much of a dog person. I even charge extra if my clients want it doggy style. Doggy? You don't need to know. Yeah. Oh, Dorothy. I'm gonna take this ticket and trade it in next Monday. I'm leaving right now. The ticket would have expired by then, though. She looks like the kind of girl that will hold you to your promise regardless. Oh, Nova. Yeah, that happened. Dorothy is certainly something else. The implications I'm pretty sure get spelled out later, so I'm not gonna get into that. Is that obvious? Well, I have to gather the cabs outside. Keep it up, bartender. Good night. Well then, I shouldn't be surprised, but like, I guess I didn't think it'd be that obvious. Yeah. Yeah. Especially later on, Dorothy gets a in-depth regarding her profession. We don't get like all the nitty-gritty details about the things that she does, but certain aspects of it get discussed. If that makes sense. Part of why I assume this is a rated mature game, and also why I gave it the sexual themes tag. It's all because of her. Yeah, you too. Good night. Come again. Oh yeah, absolutely. Good for her. Get that bag. Like, upon first introduction, like this whole bit, Dorothy is just like wildly out of pocket. But like, as the game goes on and we get to know her, oh, excuse me. Like, she really knows what she's about. She knows what she's doing. Hi Ace, how you doing? Welcome on in. We're starting a new game tonight. It's not new to me. I've played it before, but it's a lot like Coffee Talk, which we just finished. We just finished episode 2. This is Valhalla, Cyberpunk Bartender Action, as it says up here in the corner. I hope you're doing good tonight. Feel free to kick back, relax. We've been serving alcoholic drinks to dogs tonight. And we've got no less than 2 of them absolutely sloshed. And I got swore at by a dog named Dragonfucker. So, like... And this is only the first night of this game. This is only the first night of the prologue. I'm sitting here getting sworn at by dogs. Alright, sirs, the night's over. You have kennels you need to return to. Oh, it is certainly a time, Ace. We also just got a little bit of a preview of a character who is fairly frequent in the main story. Who, yeah. She is certainly a character. She's very out of pocket, but like I was just saying, Dorothy knows what she's about. Like, she may just sort of like say and, you know, act out of pocket sometimes, but ultimately she knows what she's about. Like, just because she looks young and everything does not mean she per se is. Like, she's really smart. But we'll get to that in a bit. We gotta at least finish the prologue first. This is only the end of night 1. So I'm thinking maybe we'll do the first night tonight, first couple of nights tonight, and then we'll do the second, like the last night of the prologue and the Anna demo. So we'll have like 2 nights for tonight and tomorrow night. Then as usual, we'll do Wonderlands Wednesday, and that will probably be it for the week. As I'm working both jobs Friday and Saturday, and Thursday night, depending on if things fall into place the way they should, I might be going to a concert. So, yippee! Until then, all done? Yeah. Boss, how do you end up being booked by dogs? I know some dogs myself. Huh. Yeah, Nova, Mr. Barista was saying the same thing. And you told me we're booked the whole weekend, right? That's right. There was no husk to that at all. You know what? That's actually fine. Her voice doesn't have to be husky all the time. If anything, Jill's voice should be a bit husky because she smokes. Please bear with it. We're all doing our part after all. Yeah. Well, I gotta go for today. Bye. Take care. Saturday, December 10th. On that note, I'm actually gonna take a small little break. I'm gonna go top off my drinks, put my snacks away, because, I don't need my chip dip getting spoiled by sitting in my room, because I'm not eating it. So, we'll take a brief little break. We will be back in just a couple of minutes. Until then, enjoy the sweet jazz sounds that we've been listening to when we play Coffee Talk. And, we'll be back in just a few. I just realized I've been muted this whole time. Wow! A+. Anyway, hi, welcome back. We are rip-raring ready to go. Or at least I am, anyway. This is what I get for muting myself when I walk away and then come back. So what I do is I sit there and I talk to myself. And then when I actually switch back over, I am just talking to myself. And you guys don't even get to hear that. Frankly, you did not miss much. I was just saying about how I didn't think we could have this on TV because, there's a dog, and I don't know what that's supposed to be. Maybe it's some sort of animal rescue thing? I don't know. Anyway, I don't want that on TV, because I don't want the dogs attacking the TV. So I think we'll just have wrestling on. Again. Good evening. Day 2 of serving dogs. Are you ready? No. Cheer up. No. That attitude won't make things easier for yourself. Serving dogs won't ease things either. Have you heard anything from Gil? Nope, but he should be having fun wherever he is. Also, did you know we had darts? Yeah, I did. Why didn't you tell me? Because that's the kind of stuff you should just assume. A target board usually comes with a set of darts. Do you like darts, boss? Not particularly, but now I owe an apology to someone. Huh? Anyway, tell me if you need anything. Sure. Well then. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with leaving the playlist as it is, but, I tried to put in different songs from yesterday. I probably did some repeats, but whatever. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Oh, hey. Can I have a big beer, please? Thank God, a human. Sure, coming right up. She wants a big beer. Which means we automatically have to double the ingredients. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And alcohol. All mixed. Serve it! Here. Thank you. May I ask what you do for these dogs, Miss, Beatrice. But everyone calls me Betty. And why do you need to know that? If you've been stuck with dogs all day, you'd also be curious when a human walks in. Fair enough. I'm their veterinarian. They're all your clients? Yeah, company-issued vet. I mean, I have my own office, but it's in their building. So you're Betty the vet— oh, cram it. Sorry, not in the mood for puns right now. I did call it. It's Betty the Vetty. She didn't let Jill say it, but she's not stopping me from saying it. I'll keep it in mind. Anything else I might need to avoid bringing up around you besides puns? Enhancements, but that's harder to shove into the conversation in the first place. Noted. What do you have against enhancements anyway? The enhancement of me smacking my microphone with my drink? That's not a fun enhancement. At least that's my assumption. too busy just vibing to the music. Like, forget everything else. Forget mixing drinks and changing lives. We're just gonna vibe. That's all we've got. They're unnatural. They go against the very idea of human evolution. But there's a certain wall that humans can't cross without enhancement. It's not like having something replaced will automatically make you an expert in things. If anything, getting an enhancement sets you back until you get used to it. Yeah, but it just makes things too easy on paper. Anyone with money can replace their body parts and call it a day. But you have a point. Skill doesn't ship with enhancements. At least not yet. Sorry for the outbursts. I have my story with enhancements. Oh, I don't mind. Way more entertaining than serving drinks to talking dogs! Sorry. Speaking of which, that's my job right now. Do you want another drink? I'm fine for now. Call me if you need anything. Sure. This dog is called Worm Frigger. The fuck does that mean? Hey, have you seen a red dot? I've seen many things in my life, but a red dot? Not today, no. Do you have any red drinks? Red drinks? Yeah, the drink might know something. Right. A red drink. I'm pretty sure a Sugar Rush is red. That's just 1, 2, 1. All y'all, it's time for another poll. We've had this poll before, but let's do it again. Do we get this dog drunk AF? Yes? No. Start it! Vote now on your phones or on your desktops. Whichever you prefer. Or your laptops, or whatever you happen to be using to observe this live stream. Decide, do we get this dog drunk as fuck? How do we do that? Well, if you're only just joining us, so there are these 5 ingredients. They tend to have different flavors. Except the Karmatrine. The Karmatrine is basically the alcoholic element. So when a drink has optional Karmatrine, we can put in, you know, a little bit. They can have a nice little tipsy sip. Or we can, you know, just completely fill all the 17 other slots for this drink with nothing but alcohol. And get this dog beyond messed. As I sort of anticipated, votes are currently in favor of yes, we get this dog absolutely turned. Which, frankly, I am not surprised. Never knew you could play the weekend before the main story until after I beat the game. Yeah. On the main menu screen, in the upper left-hand corner, there's a little plus button. And when you click on it, it'll bring down the prologue and a demo. I don't know if it's actually the demo, but it says demo after you click on her name. So it's basically the first 4 days before the main story. It's not obvious, not obvious when I started playing. You know what, that's very fair, Ogon. I confess, I have played this game before. So I'm not saying I know / remember everything, but I know a lot of things like that. Like, that's how we do the prologue. And I did mention that by jumping in and doing the prologue first, rather than starting with the main game, we skipped the tutorial, basically. We pulled an Aaron Hansen, we skipped the tutorial. I played through this game twice because I enjoyed it so much. Mood. That's basically what I'm doing right now. I first found out about it because of a Let's Player that I watched do it on YouTube. Watched her play it, bought the soundtrack, because the music was just... I love the music. Like the prologue, the main game, and the... all mixed. Serve it! I bought it on Switch, and then it was on sale for the Visual Novel Fest, and then the spring sale. You got a t-shirt with Jill on it? Fuck yeah. Is it one from Fangamer, or is it from somewhere else? Because I know... I should have checked when I was on my break. But I'm pretty sure it's Fangamer that has official Valhalla merch. Like, including a drinking glass. I think it has they have the vinyl. Yeah, the official merch. Yeah! Fuck, I need to go look at it. I don't need to, but I really want to. Listen, if it was up to me, I would spend every bit of fucking money that I ever get on nothing but fucking Fangamer stuff. And more. Pay no attention to the fact that, even though you can't see what I'm doing, I totally may have almost just clicked on the Hades link. Here it is, Valhalla. Yeah! I'm going to guess that you got the, Witch City Knights one with her on it. Yeah, so they've got a pin, they've got a Brad Sheba t-shirt. You know, a t-shirt with Brad Sheba on it. We haven't met him yet. The complete sound collection. Oh yeah, that's the CDs. The vinyl, a pub glass and a coaster set, and the cocktail recipe book. Oh, they used to have a Rad Sheba plushie, but maybe that he just wasn't selling well, so they didn't keep him. Oh well, it happens. Yeah, I love Fangamer. Oh yeah, we were getting this dog drunk as fuck. Your favorite funk? You like Umemoto the best? It's a good one. Frankly, I would say that about any song, but I dig it. My favorite is, it's probably just the Welcome to Valhalla one. It's like the third song on the main album. And then from there, it just really gets it kicking, and it just... like, you might as well start off the night by playing it when you're starting a night in-game. Just makes sense to me. Anyway, we're getting Wormfrigger drunk as fuck. Thanks! Okay, punk, hear me out. You're gonna tell me where that red dot went, or I'll drink you. I'm not bluffing, I'll drink you all up. Bangkok Bastard. Who Was I? A Neon Glow Like the Way are my other favorites. I think we put those on the list for tonight. Like, I think, Who Was I already played. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's on there. I'm also a big fan of Good for Health, Bad for Education. And I think that's how it goes. Can't remember the title, but I really like it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Good for Health, Bad for Education. Anyway, Bangkok Bastard says, those damn Pomeranians think they can come and take our jobs. Excuse me? We've been getting some serious media attention because the company only hires corgis. Must be a slow news day. But you know what I say? It's good that we don't hire anyone else. We don't need more races ruining our workplace. Oh yeah, that was the other main thing I completely forgot to mention. Because we had Dorothy show up. We had that one guy show up. This entire time, not only have we been dealing with talking dogs, we've been dealing with talking racist dogs. Oh, Dorothy, your favorite character. Dorothy's great. She's so out of pocket, but like... I find her very endearing. Like, she's one of those characters I think you kind of have to get a little uncomfortable with. Love some form of Dorothy merch, but there aren't any. You'd think they'd put her on a shirt or something. Kind of like they did with Jill. I don't know, I feel like she was pretty high up on some kind of popularity poll or something. Then again, I can also unfortunately see that they wouldn't necessarily want to put a character who actively caters to a certain demographic in her given job choice. I could also see that being a reason why they wouldn't necessarily want to make a lot of merch of her, unfortunately, which is dumb. So, like, I see the reasoning. It sucks, but I see it. But I'm just a barista. I'm not a fucking merchandising, advertising executive guy. I'm not even a barista right now. I'm a fucking bartender. Bangkok Bastard says, we don't need more work. I almost said, we don't need more workplaces ruining our races. No, apparently what they do at the office all day is they do dog racing. They race each other at the office. But apparently the workplaces keep getting in the way. Next thing you know, they'll be asking us to hire cats. Wouldn't other races bring new skills to the company? Shut up! What do you know? Now give me a bad touch. Okay. Alright. A bad touch for the dog. I'll give him a bad touch. Where's the newspaper? That's the kind of bad touch I'll give him. Bad touch. 2, 2, 2, and 4. We're nothing but mammals after all. 2, 2, 2, and 4. On the rocks. And X. Serve it! Here. Racist dogs! What are the odds? Wait, if I can't tell the differences between them, does that make me racist too? Would it matter if you're racist against racists? Bartender, please stop dozing off. I need booze. Sorry, what can I get you? I'll have a Zen Star. Sure. The vet wants a Zen Star. Sad the other game they had in the works is basically in limbo. Yeah, I want Nirvana! And I want it now! Okay, maybe not now. I just hope... Listen. I just hope Nirvana doesn't become the next Silk Song. Or maybe it already has been. Maybe Silk Song is the next Nirvana. Either way. Anyway, the vet wants a Zen Star, which I think is just 5 of everything, or 4 of everything. 4 of everything. I don't even need instant gratification, just some notice that it's still being worked on. Yeah. Yeah, basically. It's a numbers game. Let's play counting with Barista. On the rocks. Mixed. Zen Star. You think something so balanced would actually taste nice, you'd be dead wrong. Serve it! Here. Thank you. I mean, hopefully it's not like what happened with Coffee Talk episode 2 and like one of the main writers like died halfway through, so they had to fucking pivot and rework everything. That's a big reason why Freya isn't in episode 2 very much. because like the main guy who did the writing like wrote all her story and everything. Yeah, that's why in the credits the first thing is like an in memoriam kind of thing, because he was like one of the head writers or something like that. He was definitely one of the guys who worked on it, and a lot of Freya's story was his work, which is why she only like shows up at the very end. And I don't know if there's gonna be more happening with her if we go through and get the other, like the bad ending, or if we get like some kind of medium ending. I still don't know if I'm actually gonna go through and do that like on stream or anything, or if I just make some kind of like video that's just a highlight clip of here's all the like subtle different lines of dialogue where all the people get pissed off because I gave them the wrong drink. But yeah, so that was a big thing with that one. And since he's already deceased, I don't imagine... I mean, I can't imagine. I'm not a fucking video game developer. I'm just a barista. Also, you need to count for 2. I don't know how much, if any, work they had put into Coffee Talk Tokyo before he passed, so I don't know if they had to rearrange around that as well. I don't know. Thank you, Nova. But yeah. Right now, I think it says Coffee Talk Episode 3 is still just slated for release later this year. Like, they don't have any kind of date. Yeah, no, it just says later this year. Don't mind me looking at my freaking wish list and seeing that Monster Prom 4 MonsterCon currently has a release date of April 24th. I'm sorry, what? It's almost in like 3 weeks from now. Did I miss something? Did I miss an announcement somewhere? I must have. Nova. I don't think I'll ever get over the fact that the official Deltarune release on Steam, the release date is set for 4th quarter 2105. It's very funny to me. Anyway. Yeah, I feel like I must have missed an announcement somewhere or something, but it says it's coming out basically the end of the month. Anyway. Something on your mind? Willing to lend an ear? It's in the job description, kind of. Yeah, exactly. Alright then, so you mentioned the thing about talking dogs. I thought people throughout the ages have always dreamt about talking to animals. Never mind the fact that we could always understand their body language. True. Now that we understand them, what do we find out? They're just furry, adorable little office workers. Not me accidentally hitting the scroll wheel, my bad. Actually, scratch that. I've yet to meet a furry office worker with half the charisma of these little guys. You've met furry office workers? I've seen my share of the world, bartender. Sounds like you're tired. It's fleas and ticks season. I am tired. So, don't you dare. I get the feeling we were gonna... Oh, look. And a stretch. Okay. So instead of telling Betty that she's probably ticked off... Yeah, Nova, I just checked. Well, Nova and the rest of chat, I just checked their official Instagram. They made an announcement, real post thing, like 2 weeks ago that said that MonsterCon, aka Monster Prom 4, is releasing on the 24th. I must have missed that. This is what I get for having like notifications on for them, but not actually always reading the content therein. So yeah, that's coming out later this month. At least on in my time zone anyway. Cause April Fools. The foolish thing here is that we're a bartender serving alcohol to dogs. That's the real joke here. Ahem. Well, this whole free bar thing is nice, though. Would have been nicer if we actually had time to get properly ready. What do you mean? I found out about the booking yesterday as I was getting ready. Did the client ask for something special? Was there something I needed to know about them? My boss didn't specify anything. All she said to me was, pretend like it's any other day. Oh joy, yeah, exactly, Nova. That's why I'm glad I don't really have to go anywhere tomorrow. I mean, I have to go to work, but listen, if my boss, my supervisor at this one job, if she decides to somehow do some kind of prank, I will be amazed at the fact that she actually had the mental energy to do it. Because my supervisor, my boss at this job, she may be my boss / supervisor, but she's only a volunteer. Her actual quote unquote day job is she's an accountant. She's a CPA. And considering it's almost, we're right in the middle of tax season, like in the US and Canada, because they have clients in Canada, I guess. Yeah, she's not doing hot. Like, she's telling me that she's sitting there putting in, like, 50-hour weeks at her office job and stuff like that, and it's like, goddamn. So if she somehow had the energy and fortitude to come up with some kind of joke or prank for me when we work together tomorrow night, I would be just floored. Like, jaw on the floor, I'd have to pick it up and carry it out under my arm. That's what I'm expecting for tomorrow. Now, you know what the actual real April Fool's joke would be? I actually get treated with proper respect at my job. Anyway, Betty says regarding not the bar not having any information. Sarybot's doing her own prank already. She's messed up the capitalization of her name. It's kind of funny, actually. I mean, once I get a car, I can drive like a normal person, and I'll go fist fight the people at your work. No, don't do that. They're already old as shit. And basically, as soon as they die, this place is going in the ground anyway. That sounds very, like, pessimistic and just really, bad on my end. But, like, I don't even know how to quantify it. Like, I will keep saying it regularly. Most of the people that are at my job are significantly older than me. They're maybe not always twice my age, but, like, they're old. . 'Cause, And, like, I don't know. The way they're running things, they don't seem to be running it for posterity. They just seem to be running it for sort of their own gratification. Sometimes, if that makes any sense. Anyway, let's get back to this. That was a screw-up on our end. Sorry. They were desperately looking for a place to celebrate. I was actually surprised to find out they got a place. Why all the sudden plans? Did they forget their anniversary or something? We found a place, but the Cardigans were the ones that hired it. Then some stupid argument arose and the Cardigans decided they didn't want to have any Pembrokes at their party. I swear to God, these dogs are like annoying little suburban kids. What are these Cardigans I keep hearing about? Oh, just another kind of corgi, except with different fur colors and a slightly different attitude. All of this is so silly. I've seen dogs play with cats, dogs play with other dogs, and dogs mating with dogs twice their size. Well, that's what happens when you have dogs mimicking their owners. I mean, that's the reason they are in a bar in the first place. But I guess the media focus on the Pembrokes probably didn't. Well, if you'll excuse me, I have dogs to... yeah. Oh, yeah, do your job. Don't mind me. Tortilla Pope. This dog's name is Tortilla Pope. Okay. Hello. I was so stunned by Tortilla Pope's name, I didn't even read his dialogue. Hey, buddy. Hello. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You? I am? Whoa! Thanks, buddy! What can I serve you? God damn it. Well, a big sunshine cloud would be nice. Coming right up. This dog wants a big sunshine cloud. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. I'm not even gonna ask this time because I'm pretty sure I know the answer. We're getting this dog absolutely turned. On the rocks. Optional car machine, I know what that means. Yeah, we're getting this dog turned the fuck up. Sunshine cloud. It looks like an orange. Let's serve it. Here. Aw, ain't you a cutie? Loopy doopy poo. Woof. Poor Jill. Courage. He says, you know what I hate, man? What do you hate, dog? Cabbages, man! They are like lettuces that decided to go to the gym. They think they are a big deal because their leaves are harder. Sir, you're the same color as a cabbage to me. Like, you look like a kind of cabbage. You look like my cabbages guy. Am I the only one who sees that? Like, I realized that the colors probably look different. Like, from my screen to, like, you guys, but, like... this dog fucking looks like a cabbage. Maybe that's why he's so mad. Anyway. Guess what? I don't like them! Calm down, dog. Do you want anything? For cabbages to not exist. I meant to drink. Oh, I'll have a big grizzly temple then. I can do that. This mutt wants a big grizzly temple. 3, 3, 3, and 1, which means 6, 6, 6, and 2. I wonder if Satan's little helper would like this drink if it was big, because there's a 6, 6, 6 in it. I had this conversation with some customers at my job last week about getting an amount that has 666 in it. Serve it. Here you go. Chill out for a bit, dog. Thanks, man. And about experiences where we've had people, or where they've gone to places and their total was like $66.66, so they added something else to the order just so it wouldn't be that. Like, I remember the first time that happened was when I was at my very first job. When I was somewhere between 16 and 18, I was working at a McDonald's. I was working in the drive-thru. I gave the lady her total, and I shit you not, you could hear the pearl clutching as soon as I said, here it is, Ugon. Or Ogon, sorry. Who was I? But as soon as I told her the total, you could practically hear the pearl clutching as she quickly added another fucking cheeseburger to her order. Now, this was back in the day when a singular fucking cheeseburger was only like an extra $1 and some change more. Not however fucking much it is now. So her total ended up being like $7 and some odd change. But I just remember being so flabbergasted, like, bro, it's a number. Like, I get that numbers have significance for different people and things, but it was just the vehemence, like how upset she got as soon as I told her her total was $6.66. And I was relaying this story to another customer I had at work like last week. And he was telling me about a time where that happened to him, where he went somewhere, like he went to a supermarket or something to buy something. His total came to $6.66. He wasn't having that, so he bought a $1 scratch-off lottery ticket just to change the total. I was like, okay, cool. You just spent more money than you needed to because you're superstitious of a number. How does that make you feel, buddy? But I'm just a barista. I'm not a numerologist. Bartender. Yeah? Do you have anything sweet? We're talking about drinks, right? Are you hitting on me? I don't know. Are you hitting on me? If that's how you want to see it. Some people say that about 666. I make the joke of like, oh, you mean the association with one of my favorite legendary Pokemon, Giratina? The thing is, isn't in the national dex or whatever, isn't Pokemon 666 actually Vivillon? The fucking butterfly from fucking Kalos? That has way too many forms? Or am I remembering that wrong? Maybe that's what it was at the time, but maybe things are different now. It is, however, a lot of people also associate 666 with Giratina because of it having 6 forms. Yeah. No, that makes sense. It also doesn't help the parallel of Arceus being God, basically. Or being an equivalent of God, and how the, what's it called, the distortion world that Giratina is trapped in, people say that it's like hell or whatever. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I've never played that generation of games. Like, I played Gen 1. I played Pokemon Blue for the Game Boy Color. My favorite mythical is Arceus. Yeah. Then I technically played Gen 1 again because I played Leaf Green. I don't think I played fucking any of the mainline Pokemon games between then and Pokemon Y for the 3DS. Then I think I got Moon, I got Alpha Sapphire, I got Moon. I don't think I finished either. I need to get you to play Platinum. That is a need. I've heard Platinum is one of the better ones, like story-wise. And just in general, people say it's goated with the sauce. I did also play, I know these don't count because they aren't like mainline games, they're spin-offs, but I did play Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness for the GameCube. And make it big. You like them big, Miss Betty? It's not the size, but how you sell it. Gourmet food exists for that sole reason. Wise words. Not played those two, but I've played the Pokemon Ranger series and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series. I played the original Ranger. That was the one I was thinking of. For the DS. Oh, circles. Circles. Oh. Okay, she wants a big sweet drink. Yeah, exactly. Oh, the circles. Listen. I don't know if she has to drive herself, so I don't know if we necessarily want to get her drunk. This might work. Brantini. She wants a big sweet drink. We can make this happen. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3, 6. Aged and mixed. You want... You want me to give her a big moon blast? I mean, it is what she asked for. No relation to the Hadron Cannon you can see on the moon for 1 week every month. Alright. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 powder delta, planner guide, and geometry. On rocks and blended. Give her the big moon blast. Here. Thanks. You know, I'm curious. What's the weirdest client you've ever gotten? I wouldn't be able to tell you. There are many kinds of weird. Pick the first one that comes to mind. Well, there was this one guy that spent 30 minutes arguing with himself before ordering. That's not that weird. He came in wearing a Velociraptor mask and wouldn't stop screaming. He left humming Moonlight Sonata afterwards. Oh. Yeah, that's weird. At least he left a nice tip. Speaking of anecdotes, can I ask what's your story with the enhancement? Why the interest? Because it seems like a personal thing. Doesn't sound like it's a question of ethics. And honestly, I'm really bored. Sure, I can entertain you a bit. Back when I was a college freshman, some friends of mine decided to get their hands enhanced. They decided to get enhanced. It was around the time we all started practicing surgery. They just wanted to bypass all the practice needed. And so they hired this shady character who would supposedly hook them up. I only talked one of them out of it. The others went off with the guy and got their hands chopped off. This is one of those stories that ends badly, I'm guessing. Yeah. 4 girls underwent the shady surgical procedure. 2 lost their hands, 1 was left an arthritic mess, and the last died on the operation table. So, yeah, I'm not too fond of enhancements. Especially if they're taken in an effort to avoid effort. This culture of become better automatically with enhancements really gets on my nerves. That story sounds familiar. That shady guy have a bleached mustache and tattooed black eyebrows? He also talked using an electrolarynx. You've seen him? No, but I remember news about the police catching someone who was performing illegal surgeries. Never thought I'd meet someone affected by him. A small world, isn't it? Well, I guess I gotta check on the dogs to see if they're fine. Sure, I'll keep serving them booze. Thanks for sharing that story. Yeah. This dog is literally just named Accident. How bad does it have to be for your fucking owners or whatever to name you Accident? Betty is very pretty. Now I'm gonna let you in on a secret there, Nova. Betty's a lesbian. Sometimes you feel like that's your name? No, you're Nova. You're not Accident. You are best pal. You are best friend of yours. Yeah, and I'm not just pulling that out of my butt. It does get talked about later on. Or at least that she does have a previous history with women. I don't know. I don't remember if she's like... Excuse me. If she ends up being bi, but she definitely at least has a history with women. Accident says, "Hey man, have you ever felt like time is moving too fast? Tonight, I'm feeling like it's not moving by fast enough. Lucky you. Well, they say that if time feels like it's going by too fast, you're having a good time. What can I serve you?" I want a bad touch. Sorry, coming right up. I love how Jill is so fucking immature. Every time somebody orders a bad touch, she laughs. This dog wants a bad touch. You want to know the best part? We can give this dog a big bad touch. I think you'll like the options on this poll. I'm at least entertaining myself. I say dear God, but I'm pretty sure he left the chat ages ago. Yeah, I mean, we had Satan's helper earlier, so clearly God's not here. What kind of drink would God want at a fucking bar anyway? A bar of the future, a future cyberpunk bar. What kind of drink would God want? Listen, if God wants the balanced experience, he'd probably get a fucking Zen Star. Just because it's got a little bit of everything, and it ultimately sucks. That's my call. You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a whole lot of disappointment. Just like most of my first dates. Well, not really. I can't say that. I shouldn't say that. I mean, I'm not saying they were fucking... Excuse me. Like, above and beyond, like, the absolute best thing in the world. But, like, For every time I make just like all my first dates joke, none of them were really that bad. Like, I think the worst one, that most, not all, which means there was at least one, and we know who that one was. I don't know. Remember, Nova, the story goes that Mr. Barista did not think our first date was a date until after the fact when he realized it absolutely was. So I'm not sure if we should count that or not. But, no, I think the worst first date I had, the date itself was fine. Like, we went to TGI Fridays. The problem was, we couldn't get to where we wanted to go. Also, I'm just noticing that you posted an Oshio dab emote. I love it. The place where we had originally wanted to go. I think it's still the any accounts. Still so fucking funny, only because I feel like when I finally get a first date, it's gonna be the same fucking thing. I'm gonna be so fucking oblivious. Hey, you know what? Even if that does happen, it might still work out for you. And it might become an inside joke that you end up telling everybody about. Like we do. I have the subtlety of a tornado in a trailer park according to Mr. Barista. I have the riz of a Magikarp using Splash. And I'm about as oblivious as a Slowpoke with the ability Oblivious. I mean, hey, isn't Splash a water-type move anyway? There's obviously something going on there. Yeah, no, that first date, it wasn't bad. The only problem was it was on, like, St. Patrick's Day weekend. And there was, like, a parade, so when we were driving to where we were originally going to go, the parade was literally going right down the, like, big main stretch of the town. So it was either we go all the way up to one end or the other and loop back around to the restaurant we were originally going to go to. Splash is a normal type move. That's fucking stupid. I don't care if it doesn't do anything. You can't you splash in the water. If you do it on land without the water, it's just flop. That's fucking stupid. Yeah, so we only ended up at TGI Fridays because the St. Patrick's Day basically cut the town in half, so we couldn't go to where we originally wanted to go. I would say that was the worst first date I ever had. Anyway, let's serve this dog its Big Bad Touch. The Japanese name for Splash is Hop. Well, that's dumb. I think that's why it's a normal tech move. Probably, but it's stupid. I'll go fight them. Anyway, we're serving this dog his Big Bad Touch. Here you go, accident. Try not to have yourself all over the floor, please. I don't want to clean that up. Have a good time out there. Maybe you're right. Thanks. This dog doesn't even have a name. This is just Dog 5. Bartender? Hmm? 1 Brantini, please. Sure. Need a Brantini. Eight out of 10 smug assholes would recommend it, but they're too busy being smug assholes. Fair. 4, 5, 6. Oh, not you. 1, 2, 3. 1. Aged. Mixed. Despite his name being Dog 5, I think this is the most normal and polite dog we'll have all night. Well, you see, that's probably what it is. Maybe he was like the 5th of his litter or something, and they only wanted 4. So they didn't bother giving him a name. And I assume that the rest of his litter, like his siblings and stuff, were probably... You know, they probably suck, so he's like, maybe I just need to be fucking normal and not be a fucking asshole like the rest of my siblings. That's just my guess. Anyway, let's serve him his Brantini. Here. Excuse me, the beer mat's dirty. Sorry, I'll change it. Nah, leave it like that. I'll ruin the brandtini anyway. Son of a bitch! Hey, bartender. Bartender. Aw, oh, she's fucking drunk. Look at her. I didn't even give her that much. You know what, Nova? I think you're still right, though. Actually, no. I think Accident was the most polite dog we had because he was just waxing poetical about having too much fun. Whereas, Dog 5 didn't necessarily curse us out like fucking Dragon Fucker did. But, like, it was still an unpleasant interaction. So, yeah. I'd say Accident was the best, thus far. Bartender. Den. Barter. Tarbender. You know, the best part is that the song that just started playing is March of the White Knights, and the White Knights are basically the state fucking police. Like, who enforce the surveillance state and everything. Hi, Zoe. How are you tonight? Welcome on in. We're no longer a barista, I guess. I mean, we are. That's still my name. But it's not my title anymore. My title is now Bartender. Or Den Barter or Tar Bender, if you ask this very drunk client. But yeah, the fact that that song started playing. You're pretty gay? Well, I have good news for you. There are gay people in this game. Including this one. Like I was telling Nova, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure she's a lesbian. Or at the very least, the only prior experiences that we get introduced to about her, like any past dalliances that she talks about later on, are with women. So I assume she's a lesbian. What is a bartender but a barista who serves alcohol? You're so right. You're absolutely right, Zoe. Your job is a funny name. You don't say. You're a cute bartender. I swear I could just eat you up. No thank you. Please don't. When did you get drunk? I've been a little dizzy for a while now, but it just properly kicked in. Also, some of the dogs invited me over for a drink. Except I'm not drunk. Right. Can you give me a small brandtini? I will definitely pay you money. But you don't have to pay me. Aww. Will you really buy me that drink? You're so lovely. Oh my god. Somebody come get her. Yeah, let's leave it at that. She wants a brandtini. A normal one. Yeah, we just made that for that rude-ass dog, so you'd think I'd remember. No. Shit! And unlike last time, I actually did put the wrong thing in there, so I have to do it over again anyway. On my way, I'll tuck her in and read a bedtime story. You do that, Zoe. I'm sure she'll appreciate it. A regular-sized brandtini. Serve it! Here. Shucks, this is smaller than I thought. You're in no position to drink anything more than that thimbleful. Maybe you're right. Hey, what made you become a veterinarian? I love animals. They're so cute, so funny, so huggable. You'll give her the cure for a hangover? I am almost afraid to ask what you mean by that. I want to keep him happy. That's why I became a veterinarian. It's not always easy. Pear juice? Oh, okay. I have heard that's a good one. With the knowledge that I've helped these cute, cuddly, squishy animals, lets me sleep like a baby at night. Are you sure it's not the fact that you're absolutely drunk? Lovely. Speaking of love, have you ever been in love, Rand Berta? Haven't we all been in love at some point in our lives? Why? I need advice, and you look like a nice person. Sure. Thanks. Actually, it's about someone who's really focused on his job, so I figured you'd understand. I see. Still, what do you need to know? How do you get the attention of someone like that? As someone who's so hyper-focused on something, he disregards everything else. Taking an interest in whatever he's obsessed with is a good start, but there's really no science to this. Make him feel loved and special, just like you would do with anyone else. You sure? He's like, really obsessed. If he's a decent member of society, yeah, I see no problem with that. I hope you're right. I'm fresh off a breakup and I seriously need a hug. Oh yeah, how do I fix the fact that he's a guy? I beg your pardon? I'm not into guys, but this here is the guy. What do I do? Right, need to serve dogs. Sorry. No need, we're leaving. Already? Don't worry, we'll come back tomorrow. Right. Thank dog. I mean, God! God! Dog damn it. Done for the day, I'm guessing. Well, I'm not sure, and I don't think she's sure herself. Like I said, later when we hear about her previous romantic experiences, she only talks about being with women. And she was just asking about what to do if this guy, you know, the fact that he's a guy. She's not into guys. So maybe she is, and she just needs help sorting that out. But I don't know. Big yawn. You might want to get some insecticide or something to make sure we're not full of fleas. What does the health inspector think of this stunt? The health inspector is too afraid to come to this part of the city, so I'll assume he's fine with it. Right. Say, boss, you look tense. Really? Weird. Sexuality is confusing, and for some people it's constantly changing. Exactly, Nova. I feel like, if anything, she might be going through one of those changes now, or at least she's doing a re-examining based on this guy. I wonder if she's talking about that other guy, who, works at for the dogs. Because he was telling us about how much he likes the dogs. So I'll call it a day here. Thank you for your hard work. I'm not sure if I like just how much it's just able to jump right into the, like, right from one day to the next. Like, it's good if you want to keep going for a while. Yeah, see, here's Jill. I didn't save anything. Oh well. We can just go from here. I don't think necessarily what we do in the prologue and the day after that, I don't think that necessarily has any bearing on the game itself. It's just letting us know, giving us some backstory for what we're going to find out when we when we actually get started with the main game. I think that's what it is. So anyway, I think that's where we're gonna call it here for the night. It's a little earlier than we usually do, but frankly, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, especially because we've got, you know, 2 more days of this preview stuff. We've got the demo, we've got day 3. Well, they call it a demo. I don't know if it's actually a demo or not. Well, I guess I better put on some music or something, otherwise it's gonna be very awkwardly quiet. Especially if I'm not saying anything. Oops. There we go. Anyway. Music, I barely know her. Same. Yeah, the MS Paint art. I hope you don't mind I put it in our little art slideshow type deal. If you want me to take it out, I gladly will. I just love it so much I wanted to include it. You're gonna MS Paint everyone in chat? Good luck with that. I mean, if anything, it's probably a good thing. There are not that many people in chat in the first place. Barista jump scare. But yeah, so that's where... There we go. Not me continuously forgetting the fucking controls for Venion. I posted it because I wanted it to be seen. I was pretty sure that was what you had said before, but I still should have asked in the first place, so I apologize for that. But I absolutely love it. Along with all the other art and such that is in the little slideshow. We've got these arts that Nova has drawn of our 2 coffee gremlins. A couple of things of me and Mr. Should make that a redeem. Don't worry, only rules. Only for reposting my art is to credit me. Well, I hope this is adequate. If it's not, I will change it to make sure that it is. Also, what should I make a redeem of, Nova? Okay, cool. Perfect. I love it. Don't mind me. I'm tired. I'm accidentally giving you some nice upskirt. This is why I'm wearing leggings. Oh, the barista jump scare. If I could figure out how to do that, I probably would. That'd be funny as fuck. Sweaty game. I'm trying to figure out who we should grade out to. I mean, I guess if somebody were to redeem the jump scare, I would just have to go over to Venion and just do the fucking unga bunga. Do know them real well, so I hate pants, so I wear them under my skirts and shorts when it's cold. Yeah, exactly. That's what I do too. That's why Barista does that too. Did I just refer to myself in the third person? A little bit, yeah. But that's something that, you know, model Barista does, and something that I do in real life. Pants are for chumps? Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with that. Like, I only have, for my day off outfit, I have shorts, but that's for house lounging. Also, I'm wearing socks because I know what I've got. I got that motherfucking thing on me. Ain't nobody need to see that. Yeah, I think the only one that, doesn't have the full leggings look, but at least has thigh highs is my, I think it's my comfy outfit. Yeah, this at least has thigh highs and shorts. Please don't ban me, Twitch. I don't think they will. I have one pants and it's pajama pants. That's so fair. I've gotten to the... For some reason, whenever I get all comfy and warm and in bed and everything, the thing that heats up the most on me is my legs. Like, my thighs, specifically. Like, I do not know why. But, like, especially the top parts of my thighs, it's just... fucking roasting. I do not know why. Like, I'm not saying it's the most uncomfortable, but it's definitely extremely uncomfortable. My feet get... You're Mrs. Twitch, I'm banned? Oh no! This is what I get for doing that upskirt. This is what I get for doing my squats on screen. Feet get real cold, sometimes I sleep with socks on. You know what I do when my feet get real cold? I just put them on Mr. Barista. Effect of HRT is that you get cold faster. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that. Is that you get cold way faster because of HRT. You think that's funny, Nova? Sometimes whenever... please don't. That's my job. Only I get to do that. Do it to your partners. Gotta go to New York every time I'm cold. I mean, you'll get colder just coming up here as it is. It's like freezing temperatures out right now. Hi, Mika. How you doing? I mean, it says we're on the ending screen, but really we're just sitting here chatting at this point. We're just hanging out. You're okay? That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Like I said, even though it says we're ending soon, I don't know if we're actually ending. We're just chatting. Just getting some work done. Oh, good. Love that for you. Not setting foot in America for at least 5 years, so I gotta go to the UK. I do not blame you for that. Do not blame me for that one bit. Like, there's a very real potentiality of me going on a day trip to, or I guess, no, excuse me, evening trip to Montreal on Thursday, and I really don't want to have to come back. But, que sera, sera. Like, it is what it is. I have to come back. I have to come back because Mr. Desk will be lonely without me. And quite frankly, I will be quite sad without him. Montreal, I barely know her. You bet your partner is very warm. That's fair. I want to take him with me, but I can't. He doesn't have the correct form of identification to take this trip with me. Believe me, I tried. I tried to make everything work. It's not gonna work. Stuff them in the suitcase. I'm not bringing a suitcase. Plus, they might check in inside it anyway. They'd be like, what the fuck is this? I'd be like, excuse me, that's my husband? And then neither of us would get to go, and then it would be a complete bust anyway. And like, why would I need a suitcase if I'm only going for a few hours anyway? Excuse me. Again, that's assuming that everything falls into place. There's a very real chance it won't. But if it does, yippee! If not, oh well, I'll get over myself. Anyway. Let's see. I'm still trying to fucking figure out. You just realized you're gonna need a big bed. Yeah, if you and all your partners are gonna want to sleep in the same place together, that would be, that'd be helpful. Two partners and their partners. Yeah, that sounds like you're gonna need a lot of space. Not only if you all end up wanting to, like, sleep in the same space together, but, like, you're gonna need extra smaller beds. Should get bunk beds. Yeah, exactly. There you go. That way all y'all have your own, like, individual space. So you don't necessarily have to be on top of each other all the time. See, this is the kind of stuff people don't always think about when it comes to the logistics. Yes, I'm leaning all over the place and, like, back and forwards, but I'm doing some stretching. You would be on top of both of them. Yeah, fair. But maybe depending on how warm it gets in the summer, they might not want the weighted blanket that is you. But I'm just making an assumption. You know what? I think what I want to go check out tonight... I want to go check out some old school RuneScape. I've seen Mr. Barista play that sometimes a bit. You want the top bed? Well, yeah. That makes sense, too. Giant mattress. Multiple of them. Okay, well, how giant are we talking? Your girlfriend loves RuneScape? Yeah, I've got a couple of people that I'm following who are streaming old school RuneScape right now, so I think we're gonna go pop in and say hello. Let's get our raid message. Let me get that all typed up before I actually send the raid. We still gotta incorporate the moon somehow. Since there's two of them streaming together, we gotta bring 2 lattes. Café Moon. That would depend on how many partners you would have, the more mattresses you need. I have 2. To review the moon. I mean, we could do that. Oh, that's why I'm saying so. You would want probably something like for all y'all to be together, but also something smaller for all y'all to have your own spaces. It's your stream. I'm just throwing ideas out the wazoo. My girlfriend's girlfriend has another. Okay, but at some point you gotta draw the line. How many metamors are y'all having in one place? $69? Nice. You're gonna need a lot of fucking beds then. It would help if I would stop writing other letters. Café rate. No way, 420. Damn, Zoe, you're gonna become the person in the maths problem having an absurd number of mattresses. So something like that, Nova? Is that what we're thinking? Our friend Zoe Baskerville has, fucking 69 paramours and metamors. How many different mattresses will she need to be able to host them all within X amount of space? Yeah, that's exactly what it'll be. It'll be like some kind of square footage thing. Now I'm curious because I think I know the answer, but I do not remember what it is. Well, it would help if I... Biggest mattress you can buy. Where do I find oversized beds? Okay, so it looks like, at least according to this brand, the biggest that they have... If we're talking square bed, it looks like it's an Alaskan king. Two partners, we shopping for a third, but he rejected me. No hard feelings, though. He's chill. That makes me want to have. I just want to have a super giant party with all our friends, but instead of mattresses, we just get a shit ton of blankets and pillows and stuffed animals. I mean, you say that like the slumber party wouldn't be super. It would be, though. So, like, if you're talking... If you need vertical space, you would go with an Alaskan king. So, like I said, it's like 9 feet by 9 feet. But there are mattresses called, like a family bed, where it's 12 feet wide, so it's like 3 feet wider, but it's not quite as tall. It's like 2 feet shorter than that. At least according to this website, anyway. My fucking government-assigned FBI agent is gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you looking up oversized mattresses? Yeah, and it also looks like some of these mattresses are fucking thousands of dollars, which makes sense. Yeah, so generally, as far as quote-unquote standard-sized mattresses, like, as far as proportional dimensions, it'd be an Alaskan king. It's not heavy, just awkward, someone says. I knew the bed we would be eating. Probably have to take multiple king mattresses and stick them together in a way that they won't separate in the middle of the night. That's the part where you just get enough mattresses to cover the floor entirely. Like, where you get part way to a fucking... Oh, is that the kind of bed you need? That looks like it would probably be... Hang on. They had one. Oops. They had one. It was, like, very long. But not necessarily wide. No, and they don't necessarily have super long versus super wide, but you could probably just turn it. You could probably just make the family bed be super long. If that's what you wanted. There you go. I'm sending you your options, Zoe. At least according to that website. Make a room and make it a giant pillow. A giant pillow fort with mattresses on the ground and shit. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is. All the stock of mattresses and beds is making me want to go get comfy. I'm like 3'3". Well, you have plenty of room for fun and activities. We could fit like 3 of you stacked on top of each other on one of those beds. That's just my thought anyway. But yeah, on that note, I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna go, excuse me, I did not want to do that. We're gonna go pop in and say a quick hello to Scout and Hylia, who are playing old school RuneScape together. Nice and cozy in bed, but I'm not tired, surprisingly. Well, maybe getting the getting cozy part is what's important. Cause like at least getting comfortable and getting prepared to do the resting is what's more essential to your body than anything. Like that's just science. Like even if you don't sleep, the act of getting yourself, down for rest is better than just trying to stay awake and push through and everything. Because, like, at least your body's sitting there, or at least not being active, per se. You're not doing anything, and that's the point. So, yeah. We're gonna go right out to Scout, who is streaming together with Hylia. They're doing old school RuneScape. We're gonna hit them with this message. You don't have to worry about subbing to have the emotes. These emotes are for anybody who's following. So if you're a follower, you should be able to copy-paste that message without a problem. We're gonna go drop in, say hi to them, see how they're doing, serve them the moon! And we'll be back tomorrow night, probably around the same time. We'll do more Valhalla. We'll see you then.